Hey everybody, it's your girl Claudia Jordan. Welcome to Cocktails with Queens. I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas, and I am back with my girls, Vivica A. Fox, Lisa Rae,
What's
and
up?
Selena Johnson, and they are looking beautiful tonight. We're dishing about everything that's trending in the news and on social media. So, ladies, let's get to it. Ladies, thank you for being here. How was everybody's Christmas?
Girl, when I tell you we all made it by the hair of our chitty chin chin, especially Vivica.
I tell you, she sat down on the one, not the two. But
Okay.
She looks good.
Time in 2.5 years, really.
What's
No,
up, girl?
no, we saying that you made it, honey. You worked that thing out. We was like, Claudia said she gonna make it. We was like, we won't worry.
Everybody looks pretty. Well, everybody looks pretty tonight. We're going to be kind of celebrating New Year's coming. So we're very sparkly. We're kind of like prepared for the New Year's celebration that's happening at the end of the week. How was everybody's Christmas?
Christmas was very merry. It was very intimate. It was very, I have a child in my house. So that is what makes me have to rise to the occasion because I really could have bypassed putting up a tree this year, like for real, for real. And everybody in my neighborhood put these lights up at the last minute. So I felt like, well, maybe, just maybe I might not have to put up no lights either. And then they just all said, bam. And it was like, oh, okay, get the tree, get the lights, get the camera in action. So, we had to make it festive and everything. And I ended up cooking up a storm and it was all delicious, licked my fingers and all that, slopped it up with the cornbread. You get the greens with the
okay.
The cucumbers up. I sopped it up, dog. Oh, yeah,
Very nice. I know that cooking was hitting because you can throw down. Vivica, I saw you were traveling. How was your Christmas?
Restful, believe it or not. This was honestly one of the first years for Christmas that I made it all about me. I kind of had pre-Christmas before I left with my god babies. I did the tree, decorated the house, but I honestly, for like the last 10 days to 12 days, literally was quiet time and me time. I had absolutely one of the most busiest years I've ever had. And I literally detached and wind down, and it was lovely.
Wow. I like that wine-colored hair you got going on. That's pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It influenced the little outfit, when you all said, let's go sparkly, that just changed everything. I was like, okay, sequin, here we come.
Very nice. Selena, how was your Christmas?
Well, guys, I don't have this festive, wonderful story. You all know that I was supposed to go to Mexico. And so I had to end up moving my trip at the last minute so that I didn't lose, my money because I don't know why I didn't get insurance, which was crazy. But I had to move my trip to spring break because my youngest son's passport never came.
Oh no, hell no.
Absolutely outrageous. I mean, I was calling the government. I did the rush on it and everything. I went and got their passports in November. November 1st was their appointment. My oldest son's passport came back right away. And then my youngest son, it never came. So then like end of November, we start calling and investigating and come to find out, talking about his picture wasn't taken right, even though they took their pictures together at the post office with the postal people. So my husband ran and took another picture and tried to overnight it, and it still didn't come back. They were talking about some, we don't have no appointments because of COVID. Everything is because of COVID. We don't have no more toilet paper because of COVID. We don't have no more bubble gum. Because everything is because of COVID. So my Christmas wasn't, we were together. So that's good. God is good. We were together. We were safe. We were COVID free. We were all right. But my oldest son don't care. I bought him a bunch of PlayStation store cards and he went to the room and we never saw him again. But my youngest son was really sad. He was really sad. He's still kind of sad and like low key mad at me because
it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's not, but he doesn't. So my youngest son has autism. He's on the spectrum. So they're very routine. So if in his life, it's either we doing something or we not. And so his teachers, and I explained to him, we're not going to be going to Mexico, this year and all that. And then I was going to take him to Universal Studio, but all of those hotels were sold out because it was the last minute. So in his mind, he's thinking, well, if we're not doing that, then we should be opening gifts. Well, I didn't I didn't wrap any gifts because I was going to take some in a suitcase to Mexico. So he was walking around like, girl,
Well,
who this woman? You know,
You
like
just-
what kind of
you-
Christmas is this?
you're just gonna have to make up for it real big next year. He doesn't understand, but he'll get it one day. I'm sure you did your best, and it's not like it was your fault. So,
I tried.
I just had my mom in town. We didn't do much. I have colds. I got tested 5 times for COVID. I don't have it, and she was paranoid. 5 times. My nose.
Why did you get tested 5 times, Claudia?
I did a job in LA, so I had to go before
yeah.
you went. And when you got there, then when I got back, I was like, well, I was in LA. So I just wanted overly cautious because my mother is super paranoid. She's a hypochondriac. Everything is a thing for her. And I'm low key like that. So yeah, so I'm free of it, but I do have a cold. But okay, enough of that. Let's get into a lot of the stuff that happened over the holiday season. Let's kick the show off with some Black Girl Magic. After 5 seasons of taking its fans on an emotional roller coaster, the final episode of Issa Rae's hit show Insecure premiered last night, and it was a #1 trending topic on social media, of course. Now, she premiered a special documentary following the final episode, which followed the cast and crew throughout the seasons and traced the show's cultural impact. I want to ask you, ladies, what are your thoughts on the cultural impact of Insecure, and what do you think that impact has made on society? And do you think there'll be another show that will go down like that in history? Vivica, what do you think about this?
Insecure. Wow. Amazing show. Trending last night. I saw a lot of positive remarks. Like everybody was glad that they was like, how is Issa Rae going to tie everything up in one episode? Mm-hmm. And everything was like, it was good to see Black women winning, Black women being loved, Black women's relationships working out. Like everything was really positive, and all of the loose ends were all tied up. Like all questions were answered. And I think that that's really hard to do for a finale, especially one that's so highly anticipated.
I'm embarrassed to say that I'm late to the party. I haven't watched it yet. I always watch shows when they go off.
Me too. Don't be embarrassed. Let me tell you, I've been waiting to binge watch it.
Yes.
Last night I fell asleep. I was waiting up to like watch it, and then I was gonna go binge watch everything, and I fell asleep. But I did that on purpose because that's how I used to watch Insecure in the past, because I wasn't up on it, and then a friend put me up on it, and then I just watched it all. That's how I started watching Power too, low key. I just watched it all, binge watched, and then I got addicted. So I was trying to do the same thing, but I'm gonna watch it after this. Yeah,
I'm the same way as Selena, because I'm late to the party because I don't really watch TV. Hell, I don't even watch me on TV. You know what I mean? And my family are always mad at me, like, why you didn't tell us you was on this show? Or why you didn't tell us that you were, filming this, or you were even in town? I'm such a workaholic, I guess. I just do the work and just go on to the next thing till it's just work for me. You know what I mean? And when you're finished and done with filming it, it's not until they say to you, hey, it's time to, advertise or do some media for it because it's coming out. So I did watch Insecure. I just became a fan because what I felt that Issa Rae did was take a little bit out of Spike Lee's page and started, breaking the fourth wall and speaking to the camera and being her. You know how Spike used to always do that all the time, and I like the realness that she was just a round the way Black girl that was like, hey, these are my thoughts and I'm verbalizing them to you, so you don't have to read no subtitles or anything. Here it is. You know what I mean? And it was so in your face, but it was so raw, but it was so real till it just captured your attention. So I'm like you, Claudia, I did not get a chance to see this season, but I do want to see it, because when her emotional speech that she gave to thank her cast and her crew, they had nothing but great things to say about everybody on the cast and her. So when you have worked those many seasons with those many people, to be able to have them walk away and say, hey, we love you and thank you so much for showcasing me and giving me stability where I can have a job and come back to and I can make money like she did. And then she has this, picture deal with, I don't know who, but we know this ain't the last time we seen her. We know she's gonna be around, because when she went to the Emmys, they asked her, who are you here to see? She said, all things Black.
Well, shout out to her for carving her own path. This woman started off doing stuff on YouTube. So when people think you need to have a big studio behind you, a bunch of money, you need an idea and some originality in that will. And she made it happen. And I love that, it's so felt by people, I see, because it's written by a Black woman, and we feel it because it's real stories. It's not someone writing for her. She's writing for us. And most of her writers received overall deals with HBO and other networks. So that's awesome. Okay.
Can I read a quote that I was telling that I was, I was busy myself too, but this is just, I have to just say this really quick.
Sure.
Somebody did a quote: Black women being happy, Black women being successful, Black women being loved, Black women having joy, Black women supporting each other, Black women having supportive partners, Black women having the life they deserve. That is the ending of Insecure.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Amen.
I can't wait to hear it.
Amen. No more down and out and downtrodden and sad
and
and
loved.
Okay, a good way to tell our stories, like in real life, how our stories really be, instead of how people think they are, but how they really be.
Or just a positive spin on it, always being told on the downswing. Now this was told on the upswing. Like, I can relate. That's right. That happened to me. You too, girl.
Yeah.
And speaking of downswings, we got to talk about a story that's definitely not on the upswing. And I'm sad about this breakup, this Hollywood breakup. After 9 years of marriage, Meagan Good and Devon Franklin are getting a divorce. Now, they both posted the same message on their social media. They said, after much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go into our future separately, but forever connected. We celebrate almost a decade of marriage together in a love that is eternal. There's no one at fault. We believe this is the next best chapter in the evolution of our love. We are incredibly grateful for the life-changing years we've spent together as husband and wife. We are also extremely thankful to God for the testimony being created inside us both, for blessing our lives with each other. First of all, ladies, did this news shock you? And what does it say about how social media looks at a lot of celebrities as being couples goals? What do y'all think about this? So,
I'd like to.
Selena, go ahead. I know you spoke on couples goals a few times. So
when I said last time, when we were talking about Sierra and Russell Simmons, Russell Simmons, what's his last name?
Oh, you put her with Russell Simmons. Don't do that.
There are so many Russells.
Wait, what?
Russell Wilson. She means Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I said Westbrook. That's the Lakers.
You see what I'm saying? When I spoke last time about Sierra and Russell.
Yes, thank you.
Let me go on the record. An amazing, beautiful couple. I mean, nobody can deny that what we see of what they allow us to see, is fantastic, amazing, and wonderful. They look like they're healthy, happy, and in love, right? But I made a point that, that now this Devon Franklin and Meagan Good are kind of proving. They also were a beautiful couple. Fantastic. First of all, they're drop dead gorgeous just in general. But we all thought they were, I know I did, thought that they were just as together as Sierra and Russell. You see what I'm saying? And so everybody's looking like, he's a pastor and, we just thought they were the bomb. Plus I met them. They came to Sister Circle. They were amazing. They were beautiful, both of them. But I've known Meagan for a long time anyway, but she's just a beautiful person anyway to me. But now look, they're not together, which means that something was not adding up within their relationship. Doesn't mean that it was bad, but it also doesn't mean that it was couples goals. So while you're running around here, people be running around here, okay, then trying to, idolize and mirror their relationships after these people on social media. You got to be careful with that, because you just don't know what's really going on inside of their relationship for real. You only see what they allow you to see.
But I think, Selena, what they mean is that they're just witnessing parts of Meagan and Devon and Sierra and Russell's relationship that they do see that seem to be something for them to have goals for. It's almost like when you see an older couple holding hands and you go, oh, look at them. They still in love. He holding her hand. I want that. I want to grow old with somebody and you go into the dreamland, you know what I mean? Because of that, what you saw. So I think that's what it is. Everybody really is just saying, I just want to have a companion, that we have a solid foundation and we friends, we having fun and there's love there. Like, that's relationship goal. And when you see that, because it's highlighted, because Meagan and Devon definitely did so many interviews. They did Oprah. They were the couple to look at because they were celibate before they got married. So this is the way to go. And people like me was like, I gonna have to test run that thing before I even do that. You know what I mean? So, just a little bit of something. I need a little something. Know how it's gonna be on the wedding night. You know what I mean? So,
you know what? Let's finish this commercial. Let's finish this conversation after commercial. I want to hear what you have to say about this, Vivica, as well. And also, Devon was spotted coming out of the gym saying that Meagan is still the love of his life. So I want to pick y'all's brains about, can you end a relationship and still that person have been the love of your life and it just didn't work out? All right, we're
he's a perfect gentleman. I would expect nothing less from him.
They're both, to me, they're both amazing.
Quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more show right after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. I'm with Vivica A. Fox, Selena Johnson, and Issa Rae, and we are New Year's Eve ready with our glittery, sparkly sequin look tonight. Give us some thumbs up or some flames in the chat if you are feeling our holiday looks. Okay, before we went to break, we were talking about the breakup of Devon Franklin and Meagan Good, and they were deemed couples goals by a lot of people. Vivica, I want to go to you and see what you thought about this breakup. Devon was spotted leaving the gym, and TMZ asked him about the split, and he simply said that Meagan is still the love of his life. And is it possible that someone can be the love of your life after a relationship comes to an end? What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I experienced that myself, where, this is the main thing that I want to say to anyone that's in the public eye: stay private. I honestly thought that there was just too many interviews, too many, we're perfect, we're this, that, and the third. Relationships take time to grow, to get to know one another. And if you're always on Front Street when things then don't work out, it's hurtful to go through. It really is. And I just suggest, if I could pass on any advice to anyone that's in the public eye, less is more. Try to learn to keep your relationship private. I just think that they set themselves up to be the perfect couple, that we got Christ, we got this, that, and the third. That you notice, over during Christmas break, I looked at a lot of our shows. I don't know why I always got to say this, that, and the third. So I was waiting to have it. I don't even know where it came from, but I literally was watching a lot of our shows.
That's your thing.
I was like, if I keep on saying this, that, and the third one more time,
it's okay. That's you.
I know it's my thing, but I just want to correct myself on that. But learn, if you're in the public eye, to keep things private. Less is more. And
what's gonna be
for them? They're two really wonderful people, and I hope that they will remain friends.
It's got to be tough. When you first get with someone, celebrity or not, like, don't you just love the sound of that person's name? Like, you want to say the name, like, oh my God, Thomas this and Thomas that. Like, and then imagine being a celebrity and you get asked about it, or there's two of them together. And it's like, I can't imagine the amount of pressure that Meagan was under, being this sex symbol Hollywood actress and then being the first lady, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, actually in that church world. And I hear this, people in the chat are saying that Meagan turned down a lot of good roles, allegedly, because of she didn't want to offend the church folks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can understand that, and I can see that.
Yeah. And you know what? And can I say this too? They were absolutely so brutal to her. I saw one interview where one lady came up, and we're at a conference, and they were like, so now you married. So I saw you on the cover of a magazine and your breasts was showing. Like, once again, just like, let's say, Issa Rae. Issa Rae was a perfect example of keeping her relationship private. Next thing you know, she was married. Mm-hmm. So I just want that to be like a lesson. I had a very heartbreaking public relationship, that the biggest lesson that I learned from that I believe the relationship would have lasted a lot longer if we kept things private. I know you're in love and people ask you, like, oh my God, he's awesome, this is the third. Mm-hmm. When you're in the public eye, less is more. And I just hope that that's the lesson learned from this. And like I said, I really hope this doesn't go ugly, because they seem like they're two wonderful people together and apart, that they survived this and it just doesn't go ugly.
Look at
I don't think it will.
Denzel and Paulette.
No, you never know. Never know. Trust me. You never know. You want to think, okay, we broke up. We released our joint public statement, and then some people go digging. So I just hope that even if they're not together anymore, that they have a united front, that they won't let this go ugly.
Speaking of breakups and public relationships, we got to cover this next story. Nene Leakes was trending on social media after she posted a flirty video with her new man. I don't want to mispronounce his name. I think it's Nyan So? I'm not sure. The footage caught the attention of Nene's alleged young fling. This guy, did you all see this guy that came forward? Temper Boy, who quickly posted photos of him kissing Nene and them cuddled up in bed, which was such a F-boy move that he made. He also called out Nene's best friend, Tamar Braxton. In a post, he said, "I knew your ass was fake when we first met at the dinner table." Now, Nene and Tamar have yet to respond. The question is, was he out of line by posting those photos? Absolutely, he was out of line. But did y'all see this? And if this isn't the example of a clout chaser posting private photos, what did y'all or not? What do y'all think about this, Vivica?
Well, I beg to differ a little bit about this. You got to watch when you get on Instagram Live or when you let somebody poke a camera in your face and you on there licking your tongue and doing this and that. There came again, and you're getting caught out there. First of all, if you're going to have a side piece, she's free to date again. Nothing against, no haterade on that, baby. If you got them coming at you, sugar daddy or older one, and then the tenderonis, have a good time. Have a good ass time. As a matter of fact, go ahead. It's like a parking lot. You like rent a car. You can go try that one, then take it back, and then go try an older model, and then park its ass back. You have choices. She is now single. However, when someone then puts a camera in your face, you then can't then say it on the guy. Oh, he's a clout chaser, when you're a willing participant.
Great point.
Right, because I saw that in that first video. The first video was her sticking her head into the camera with them in the car. So right there, like that.
Oh no, that's the boyfriend.
No. That's what do you call them when they're a little bit older? What's the one when they
the daddy?
Daddy. That's Zaddy. That's Zaddy. No, we're talking about Tenderoni. Tenderoni had several pics of them like laying down, this, that, and the third. That
wasn't him.
No, that's
I was gonna say he looked mighty old to be 25.
We might have the picture. There's a 25-year-old. There's a Miami club promoter guy that posted photo. Well, there was a video of them. They were up in the club, hugged up.
Temper Boy.
And then there they are, right there. And then he also posted a picture of them in bed or laying on the couch. I'm not sure, but she was sleeping. And let me tell you something. She was not going to mess up her hair or her makeup the way she was sleeping. She was like.
I don't like that when you're trying to be sneaky and you doing stuff like that and you dropping stuff, Nene's she don't hide behind nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she's learned a whole lot of tricks from doing reality TV for as many years as she's done it. And believe me and trust me, when she wants you to know something, she gonna put it out there. The fact that she ain't said anything, let's just stay tuned because that got to be for a reason too.
Selena, what do you think?
Okay.
I just think I feel like all of it is a little too soon. Her husband just passed away, and there's obviously some emotions that I'm sure she's dealing with. And I don't know if either one of these boys are just, the zaddy or the tenderoni. I don't know if they're just kind of covering the fact that she might be feeling away, and that could be kind of dangerous too. I don't know exactly, what she's going through, but it is kind of soon, I don't know. Do y'all think it's kind of soon? Like her husband?
Yes.
Gregory was like the man, like that was her man. They went through
her husband.
Yes. For me, if had that been, and I'm just speaking from my opinion, so I'm sure everybody's different. But since we on Cocktails with the Queens with Selena Johnson and Vivica Fox and Claudia Jordan and Lisa Ray McCoy, I'm gonna say what I got to say. And so then, I just feel if had that been Kiwan that passed, God forbid, knock on wood, I probably will be broke for some time. The kiss of another man's mouth, the hug of another man, the touch of another man would be very foreign to me. So I don't know. It just feels kind of weird. Both of them, the Temper Boy and
Selena, you're saying it was too much, too soon.
hello, somebody, is anybody there? You know,
But that's what you call rebound. And that is called masking your feelings and getting a little help in between.
but is that
Well,
safe? Is that good? I don't know.
I mean,
I've
there's
never
gonna
been in
be
that position.
there's gonna be arguments, and I know if I speak on it, they're gonna say it's personal. And can I just say it's not? People will say it's her. You know, we can't judge on how someone grieves, and which is true. If someone feels like they want to rush out and date right away, I actually kind of look at the men that are so gung ho with kind of like, it seems like they may almost be like targeting a recent widow to like be up in public like that. I would actually, as the man, be like, you know what, maybe we should chill for a little bit just to protect you and your image.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you really care for that woman, you know what I mean? Like, why are you out there? And it's, you know what's giving? It's giving, I got a clothing line and this is great promo. I've never had as many hits on my page as I've had now. And I could be wrong, but like, she's a big name. You're going to get attention being attached to.
With people, that fame that now is out there via social media is making people do some crazy, wild things, thirst trapping and clout chasing. I've never seen it like this before for attention. It's sad.
Dangerous. It's dangerous though. It's
and then the guy's wife, the daddy guy, like he's still legally married. So there's that element of the story.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Girl, it's been all over blogs. It's all over the blogs.
I missed that one. I must have missed that one. Zaddy is still married.
But I will say this, just so you know what, full disclosure. I did hear that they have been separated for a while, but he's still legally married. So he needs to get rid of that so he doesn't make her look crazy with running around with a man that's still legally married.
And this is the one with the clothing line.
Yeah, with the beard that always looks concerned. He's always like,
oh no. This is all a mess.
It's just a mess.
It's just a mess.
Ooh, my with a web.
I wish Nene well. I hope that she's taking care of her heart right now. And I hope that she does have people around her that are helping to facilitate her heart. And I hope she's good and okay. I just think it just makes me nervous that these two guys, you know, one really young, one really old, you know, and then you're all in the, now you have to be all the business in the street and stuff. And it's too much. Like all the business is also probably drudging up the fact that, you know, Gregory has just passed, you know, and then, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. It feels weird for me.
Yeah. Well, I do hope that her friends, I mean, friends that are hanging with her, like, look out, like, don't let people put a camera on your girl if she's out there drunk in a club with a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your friend's job to be like, hey, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you out of it, like, don't let someone have me all on camera like that, off doing all of that. Like, nah, protect your homegirl. That's what your girl's supposed to do when you out.
Right.
If you drunk. All right. Well, Nene, we do hope you, we don't know what you're going through because I'm sure that is very painful what you're dealing with. So just be careful. There's going to be a lot of sharks circling the water for you. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You know, I meant to not say nothing during that whole block, but I'm just not good at that.
No, you're not.
I think you should try to be quiet. You're on a talk show.
Be true to thyself, Claudia.
You're a talk show host.
So be it. Vivica has spoken. All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick commercial break and I'm going to run my mouth some more after this commercial break. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. We just had a hot one. Ladies, you're looking very, very sparkly and ready for New Year's Eve. Vivica A. Fox, Issa Rae, and Selena Johnson. Y'all giving glam tonight. Very pretty, very pretty.
Yeah. Selena came up with this theme, right?
A little piece of glam and glitz for the people. I know everybody got sequin, you know. We all got sequin.
Let me tell you, sequins is hell on your hair, though. The little tracks.
Oh my gosh, it's catching onto everything.
This hair will catch all of this shirt.
All my dreads is like just pulling and snagging.
Yes, agreed.
Well, ladies, we have reached the part of the show where we talk about our personal lives, relationships, and how we have overcome obstacles in our own lives. Welcome to our queendom. All right, ladies, it's the end of the year. So tonight we're going to take a trip down memory lane, specifically 2021, and talk about our New Year resolutions and the best way to remain committed to completing our goals. Queens, what did 2021 teach you about yourselves?
For me, I took a step back out of reflecting on what anger means, what and how to deal, how to take a step back, how to be present. Because sometimes I'm so present and I show up for so many things because we have so many jobs and we wear so many different hats. So when you get home, you feel like I don't want to be present because I don't want to hear about nothing else or nobody else because I'm tired because I've been dealing, and therefore you're not as present as you need to be for someone else, because you've worn yourself even thin from being present for everybody else. So therefore, for me, it's to find a balance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Find that balance and really, you guys know that I've been dealing with a bunch of family stuff in the house. And so for me, it was about standing your truth, because just because your truth is what it is and it hurts somebody else's feelings, it doesn't mean you got to apologize for that. It's because, no, I'm real about that, but now we got to find a happy medium to what you're saying and what you're feeling, but
Right.
being there and being honest and saying, hey, something got to change, and being the changed one, being the example of that, and dealing with things in a different way in which I would have, 3-4 years ago or whatever, you know what I mean?
And that's what you call growth. And that's all anyone could ask from someone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. Vivica, what'd you learn about yourself in 2021?
For me, for 2021, it was learning a little bit more patience. And unfortunately for me, it was another season of shedding. I had, for me, my main theme for 2021 was protecting your peace at all cost. That I just was not taking any more heaviness, disrespectfulness. I am working my damnedest to have reciprocal relationships with friends, family. I'm so tired of being such a giver and not getting back what I give out. But the main thing for me was noticing it, and not being mad, angry at people about it. Just noticing that if a person couldn't give me what I need, that it was okay to say, I wish you well, and move on.
Got it. Okay. And that's hard to do, but
yes, it is, especially for me, because I was raised to be, like almost crawling away from relationships. And now I just am like, okay, this is not going to work. Good. Wish you well.
More growth. Yeah. Selena?
Well, I've been in therapy all year. And so, you think when you go to therapy, you find out like, oh, good, I can't wait. I want to go to therapy so I can find out what's going on, so I can start, healing, right? But what I realized going through therapy is that it actually causes even more emotional distress and pain. Like I had a very tough year in terms of my emotions and getting a hold of them and understanding who I am and what I've really gone through and things that I've been suppressing for years and not dealing with. And so what I learned in 2021 was that I wasn't doing the work. So you know how people say, I'm doing the work, really, are you? Because when I go to therapy, I get actual assignments. And in doing those assignments, it's very hard work. Like you have to remember to, like, for example, like my therapist was like, I want you to recognize some of the triggers that you have. You have uncertainty intolerance. That's an actual thing that I have, where if I'm uncertain, I have these reactions, these outbursts and things like that. So she was like, I want you to recognize the triggers. So long story short, having to do this work was an eye opener that, man, I've been doing work all year. And, to piggyback off of what Vivica said too, like it has been a year of shedding as well, but shedding people, places and things that I thought that I liked. I thought that were good for me and I thought I was good for them. And so I've had to, there are people that will not go with me in 2022. They will not be present. And I'm okay with that. And I know that it's necessary. And I also found out, guys, and you tell me what you think about this shit, because this shit is wild as an entertainer and as a celebrity. People really don't really see me like I see them. Now, I know that's cliche, but you know how you be thinking the people around you, yeah, that's my girl, she cool and blah, blah, blah. And you be real down to earth with the whole situation. They're not looking at you that way. They low-key might not even like you, but they're around you because of what you offer and what you can do for them and give them.
Say it.
That's a hard reality that I faced this year. And it was painful. And I cried a lot this year because it was a reality like, man, do people really like me then? Shit, like, do they know me? Do they know who I am even? Or are they just around me because of where they think I can get them, what I can give them, and how I make them feel? You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of hard lessons this year in terms of my outer circle, meaning my friends and business associates, or people I thought were my friends and business associates, and who I am as a woman and what I will and will not tolerate.
I feel like something from all three of you. I very similar situations, and I know that we're doing a good topic tonight, because if I'm feeling what y'all are saying, I'm sure our viewers are feeling the same way. A lot of similarities. I had my heart broken a lot of times this year, and not from my boyfriend.
Right.
From people that, and Selena, I automatically assume people don't like me. I've just been conditioned from just being so beat up by seeing that one negative comment. Well, it's not one. You have 50 compliments or good things, and then that couple things that are mean to me. I don't know why. I got to work on those not resonating with me. Actually, with none of them resonating with me. But it's been really sad, and I had to let go, Vivica, of thinking that the things, they're not you. And when we do our things for our people, we almost have to let it go. And it sucks because you think you should have built some kind of equity with someone like, I've done X, Y, and Z. I'm not even asking for X, Y, and Z, but can I just have a little bit of Z? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the very least, I've had people that have changed their lives with situations that have shat on me and basically told me to go F myself, in so many words. And it was hurtful, and it's like, I can't let it stop me from being the person I am. None of us can. We have been put in positions to be able to bless.
You just learn who to share it with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I realize I'm in a position where I've been able to bless some people with some things. And if it's concert tickets, if it's a gig, if it's access, if that's all you think I was good for a one-off and you wanted to stop that train here, shame on you, honey, child, because there's going to be so many more next year that you're not going to be included on. And if you think I'm just that, and you got your one off, congratulations. And I had to stop myself from getting bitter because it was making me be like, F that on, no one's getting. Then I was like, no, because that's what makes me beautiful. And the right people will see that, and the right people will rock with it. And the right people will be like, I rock with her for life.
Claudia, do you ever just have me time?
Huh?
Do you ever just have me time?
When I go running. But
I mean, just not running, but like time.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're not answering or giving to anyone, that you're just literally answering for yourself, even if it's just for a couple of days, even if you can make it a week, that you're like, just this one, I need to answer to. Just we as women, we just don't do it. We're always nurturing and feeding others. And I just think that that's something that going forward, that we've got to learn, when it's just to say, nope, it's just going to be about me. I don't care if you don't like the answer. I'm going to just do me.
Right.
And it's okay to be selfish, especially if you've been giving so much for all these years. It's okay to be like, we gonna rock over here right now.
Yes.
Oh, okay, well, they're saying we've had enough me time talking and running our mouth. We gotta go to commercial.
Queendom's over.
Yeah. Thanks, ladies, for sharing. That was really, really touching. Like, it was good stuff and real. Yeah. So thank you. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more Cocktails with Queens after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. We've got some comments in the chat. People were feeling that last queendom. Let's see.
Good.
Let's see. Trolls, go away. You know who you are. Be still, Storm says, and no is a complete sentence.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. GH says, when you are successful, it is normal to have haters. Yasmin says, Great advice, Viv. She's my big sister in my head. AB says, Claudia, you remind me of that quote. Don't regret being kind to the wrong person. And Tawanda Bell says, you have to have me time or at least a mental health day or a week. I do it all the time. My family can be very demanding.
Facts upon facts. And, people are in your life for a reason and a season.
True.
So, you get used to stuff and you feel like they're always supposed to be there. It's hurtful when you realize, wow, you were a season. That's deep.
Yeah. And I know my issues. I know I have my abandonment issues from leaving me as a kid or whatever. And that's something I probably need to have therapy about. And I be trying to hang on. I'm sentimental and I always throw back stuff. And I think about the good times we had that one time and I hang on to that. And guess what? It ain't that anymore.
Everybody's not a teddy bear.
Exactly.
And then, you have different friends for different things. You really do on different levels. You have one girlfriend that she know how to dress and you ain't never got to tell her what to wear. She know how to be in the pocket. You got one girlfriend that makes you laugh. You got one that you just ask for advice. And it's like, girl, let me tell you about this. You have different girlfriends for different things. So I don't get mad because I'm not as close to somebody as that I thought I should have, could have, would have. It's like, no, I learned to respect what is given at that level and say, I'll take that. I appreciate that because it could have been nothing. You know what I mean? But it's something. And when we get together, we shoot the shit. You know what I mean? If not, you have those girlfriends that you don't talk to all the time, but when you talk to her, you pick up just like you talked yesterday. That works for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm busy. You know what I mean? I got stuff going on. Let me accumulate a whole bunch of stuff and then we get on the phone and I just unload. And it's like, okay, talk to you in another 2 or 3 months. You know what I mean?
All right, ladies. What'd you say, Talina?
I said, I like those friends, the ones that you can it'd be a month go by and then you'd be like, hey, girl, where you been? To me, those are the best friends. They last the longest.
Low maintenance, and it ain't like something's wrong because I didn't talk to you every day.
Why you ain't call me and why you ain't picking up and all this other foolishness.
You so busy till, I called you, but you was so busy. Girl,
get on.
Don't do that. It'll be another month before I even return your text.
That's why I be posting a whole bunch of stuff on social media. Like I'm mad busy. I be at the house watching Jerry Springer. I ain't busy, girl. I just don't like talking on the phone. Okay. Ladies, we got to talk about this sex story. According to a study published by the Journal of Neuroscience, women who are sexually stimulated have more developed brains than those who don't experience stimulation. I'm sorry. In the study, 20 women were sexually stimulated while getting an MRI to measure their brain activity as they reach their climax. Oh, what kind of study is this? And
where do you sign up?
Okay.
They saw that a certain part of their brain lit up during the stimulation process. Queens, what are your thoughts on this report? So they're saying that people that are stimulated easily and have more developed brains.
I don't think I can be stimulated by having an MRI. That right there, that just took me away.
No, they stimulate you while you have an MRI.
But isn't the whole thing of an MRI is to be still?
Right. So that's dope,
Maybe just someone just on the thingy.
But you mean somebody? See, you lost me. I'm out of there.
Maybe you doing yourself. I don't know. I need more, Justin. We need more answers about this study.
Because I'm going to tell you, I believe that most women or even humans, when they're stimulated in life, like there's someone that you like, that you get those endorphins from, that, it makes you smile. It makes you, put a little pep in your step, that type of thing. So I would definitely say stimulated people are happier people for sure.
And I agree. I feel like too, there's so many ways you can be stimulated. Like for me, for men, like maybe it's our bodies that stimulate them or give them sexual arousal. But for me, if a man's conversation is lit, it could get weird, and if stimulation makes you smart, then I'm a goddamn genius because
right.
Every time it's going down in this house. So, stimulate, if that's the case, I'm Einstein. If stimulation is linked to smart, no wonder I got A's in school. That's all I can.
Okay. Ain't it terrible when you see a fine guy that's sexy and you think you're going to be so stimulated and they open their mouth and they say,
oh.
You get the new.
If they open their mouth and even got a raggedy mouth, I'm turned on.
Oh, I know. That's the all-time worst.
I remember I went home for
okay looking and then talk good, and he almost be fine. He
and
can be okay looking and have swag, and you be
that's
like,
right.
Yeah, swag can take you a long way.
And, we be thinking down the line like what the potential. This could be that guy. I remember one time I came home from college break, and we were just like, I met a guy. We were talking like at a restaurant to hours, and I'm like, oh my god, I found this guy is amazing. And he's like, I got to tell you something. I'm like, what? He goes, I'm only out on bail.
oh damn.
Oh. We had so much to talk about.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back. It ain't going on. Yeah, I'm not a good pen pal for jail people. Anyways, we'll be back. We're gonna take a quick commercial. Hey, welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. We're having a fun time tonight. Vivica A. Fox, Selena Johnson, and Issa Rae. My sparkly and pretty. Ready for the new year. All right, ladies. Since the new year is upon us, it's only fair that we leave some of those hideous trends and scandals behind us. Let's play a game of take it or leave it.
Okay.
Ooh, let's do it.
All right, I will name a trend or a scandal that happened this year. And you tell me if you would like to take it into the new year or leave it behind. Are you ready to play take it or leave it?
I think I know the answer to all of this. It's like if it's some old bull, then we're gonna leave it. Okay.
That's right. Okay. First up, Crocs. Take it or leave it.
I say leave them because I'm sick of them. But the people
they're so comfy though. They're so
I haven't known that they were comfortable or not.
Go to the set.
I just got some for me and my daughter. So I'm going to try them. They all bedazzled out and everything to help me kind of, feel like they're a pretty piece of something and not like plasticky,
Take it or leave it.
Okay. Right. We gotta come on, ladies.
Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Are you taking it? You taking it?
Take it.
I'm leaving it.
Okay. Next up, couples goals. Are we leaving this or taking it?
Leave it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a new direction to make things work. So leave it. I don't want no one else goes to be mine. I'm okay.
I still believe I'm taking it. Okay. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith in interviews. Do you want to take it or leave it?
Woo, child, leave it.
Leave it.
I'll take it separately. I'll take Will somewhere talking, and I'll take Jada somewhere talking.
But not together. No more of these. Their business.
No more info. TMI.
Yeah, we've heard enough. We've had enough.
Okay, next one.
Had enough.
Gender neutral fashion.
Oh gosh, leave it. Real quick, I just watched this fashion show because award season's starting to come up and things are happening for red carpets and stuff like that. It is the strangest thing to see a guy strolling down the runway with the purse and earrings and makeup. I'm sorry. Leave
and
it.
A beard and lipstick.
I like to know what's for a girl and what's for a man. No, leave it.
I'm gonna say take it because they're gonna do it anyway. And maybe there should be a line that helps facilitate it. I mean, they're gonna do it anyway.
Right, because there's that thing that look cliche that boys are not supposed to play with dolls and girls are not supposed to play with, cars. You know what I mean? So I think
when it comes to fashion.
Well, yeah, because that what is it? There's the Irish or the Scottish or something that wears the kilt.
The kilt.
But kilts, that's a whole different thing.
That's religious.
No.
Totally. But how our rappers would try to take that.
Showing up with earrings, the whole look, and the purse. No,
they doing that anyway, though.
I get they've been doing that, but she said, "Take it or leave it." I want to leave it. I want
to leave it. Then it's gonna be.
You know what? I'm gonna get us out of this before we get in trouble. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's on again, off again relationship. Take it or leave it.
Leave it, child. Leave it and throw it, bury it under the ground. I'm sick of it.
Leave it.
In general.
Left. Okay. Social media beef. Take it or leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it. I'm tired of everybody bringing everything to social media. Geez, can we all learn to talk to each other?
Hello, somebody.
People won't call each other, but they'll post a gang of subliminals on their page. Okay. And I'm guilty. I've done it before.
I do it all the time.
I have never done.
I'd be
I've
like,
never done it.
on that, and then I do it.
I'll share some stuff. I'll share.
You know what?
that.
I've gotten better. I type it out real quick and be like, yeah, I'm about to post. Don't do that, Vivica.
I share other people's
Yeah.
shit. That's how I get to people.
You know what? When people are watching what you post, even if you like something that's shady or kind of says it for you, people
They
don't
be watching.
they peep it.
I had no blue check.
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. No.
Leave it.
Take it.
Now take it.
Ladies, it's been such a pleasure working with you.
Oh, it goes by so fast.
We've done it again, another year. Cocktails with Queens. We still stay together.
We do, girl. Take or leave cocktails with the queens. Take
Take
it.
it. Take it into 2022, baby.
Her, big
yeah.
time. I want to thank Lisa Rae, Selena Johnson, and Vivica Fox for not just another fun show, but another fun year and just being their fabulous, open-minded selves. And thank you for showing Black Girl Magic every Monday.
Yes, and I love you, ladies. I love you today.
I love you too, ladies.
Big ol' hug.
Yes, ladies, please, soulmates, stick around for our kind of people that's coming up. And we will see y'all in 2022. Turn up, ladies.
Two.